All right, so when we're talking about return of serve and the progressions of helping a player return serve better, first thing is we communicate to the player that the return of serve is not a ground stroke, it's a return of serve. And so typically, unless you have time, the backswing is not as big, it's more abbreviated, and it's more of a more compact stroke to basically throw the ball back to the server. So the idea of returning serve is to try to get it deep back down the middle of the court, unless you have time and you can manipulate it into maybe one of the corners. So we'll start out with this tool here. These are the hexagons. You can use just circles. These actually click together, so I like these. And we're going to put them here. We're going to put the athlete inside of the hexagons with a good ready position, so go ahead and do that, Pierce. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have you hop out of it, keeping that same wide stance, and then you're going to load to either the outside foot, which is going to be your forehand, okay, or the inside foot, which is going to be a backhand. All right. So we'll do some hand-fed balls to start out with. So Pierce, just send these right back down the middle of the court. So you're going to watch my hand. When I go like this, that's when you're going to split step out of the hexagons. Ready? Split step out, push. Good. So what I want you to do is I want you to see if you can avoid taking any adjustment steps. Okay? So just go hop, load, and then push into your return of serve. Okay, so you'll land on your left foot. Okay? So up, push. Good. Make sure you load first. Load on that outside foot. Up, load, push. Right, good. Now try to get that finish a little bit more over your elbow. There you go. Good split step. Ready? Split step, load, push. Not bad, not bad. Plenty of height. Come on. Load, push. Good. Try to connect your hands together when you load. When you load, keep your hands connected together. Don't allow your hands to separate here at this point. Here, then separate and go. Okay? Couple more. So split, go. Yeah, you're lunging too much. I just want you to just transfer your weight to the front foot. Don't lunge at it. Transfer. There you go. Jump. Here. Two. Good. Okay, good. Now, we can go where I can take this away and have the player simulate that he's in the hexagon and he split steps forward, because you want the return of serve motion to be forward and then forward again. Okay? That's the ideal. Okay, so I'm going to take this away. All right? And you can either be swaying or maybe just kind of like little whatever you prefer there. Ready? Yeah. And go. Bump, bump. There you go. Bump, bump, bump. Good. Try not to take too big of a backswing. Set the racket off to the side. Off to the side, boom. Better. So try to load a little bit more off to the side, and then just try not to take the big cut at it. Okay? Forward. Good. Keep that wide stance. Split step forward. Split step forward. Go. There you go. Two more. Split step forward. Go. Good. Again. can also use a board where I can have them stand on the board, and they're going to drop off the board. Now this helps them really get in touch with the ground force reaction that they need. So using the ground to react and continue their momentum into the return to serve. Okay, so here, step up on that, hit the ground. So you don't want to come and hit the ground and stop and then go. You want to hit the ground and then load, right? So it's going to be one fluid motion. All right? Here we go. Better, much better. Good. So what you want the player to do is watch the hand from the hand-fed ball. As the ball is released, that's when they come off the board. And they're not actually jumping off the board, okay? They're just basically here on the edge, and they're dropping off the board and reacting to the ground, right? So they're here, boom, boom, like that. Or to the backhand, it's boom, boom, right? So what you're gonna see is you'll see players come off the board too soon and they stop, and then they react. That's not what you are looking for. You're looking for them to, the ground force reaction, boom, boom, right? So as they're dropping off the board, they're picking up whether it's a forehand return or a backhand return. All right, Pierce? Couple more. Let's do a couple backhand returns. Ready? Again. Okay, keep your balance. Make sure you don't hit the ground too soon. That's better, but you got to extend your hands through the ball on the return to serve. Let's do a few more. All right, here we go. And extend. Good. Almost good. I got to give you a little bit more speed. And extend. That's right. And well done. And extend. That's good. Good. Excellent. So, as a coach, if I'm hand feeding or racket feeding, I've got to give them enough speed, right? So then when they come off, I don't feed it too short and they're lunging after it like that. That could be the coach's feed that's pulling the player off, and you don't want that to happen. So we're going to move the board. Now, so I want you to feel like that you're really, look, that you're here and that you're really using that ground force reaction to your advantage, okay? And you're pushing toward the ball. We'll do a couple of forehands and then backhands. Do forehands first. Ready? Push. Good. Excellent. Do some backhand. Boom. Boom. Good. I got to give you a better feed there. Forehand again. Bump. 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 Do another forehand. Not so big on the swing. Bump. 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 Did you hit the ground a little too soon? You did. Okay. So time it a little better. Excellent. And another backhand. Good. So as a coach, I'm helping the player discover how to negotiate time and space, because that's what the player's dealing with. How much time do they have? How much space do they need to create? So when you're working with a player on return to serve, to begin with, obviously more balls in their strike zone, because you're trying to get them to feel how they use the ground force reaction to their advantage, and they're actually using it properly, and the timing is really good and the spacing is great, okay? And then once you take away the platform or the hexagons, then you can get into some racket fed. So we'll do a few racket fed. How's that? Let's do a few of those. With the racket feed, I can stay on the same side of the net. I can go over to the service line, but I probably won't go further than that unless we're playing points. You ready, Pierce? Okay. Forehands first. Ready? Okay, here we go. You gotta watch the racket now. Ready? Time your split step. Good. Turn the split step, boom, boom, excellent. Turn the split step, boom, boom, excellent. And again, boom, boom, good, excellent. You can work with a player on the length of their backswing. Depends on how fast you're feeding it. You can feed it fast, and obviously that's going to mean a no backswing, more of off to the side and then through. I'm giving him sort of a moderate speed. Let's do some backhand spears. Here we go. Well, I got to watch the racket. Through, excellent. Just time the split step. Good. Boom. There you go. Couple more. Boom. Good. Extend through this one. Do one more. Come on. Extend through. There you go. Great job. So, as I'm working with a player on return of serve, I'm looking for certain things that they're doing well, certain things they need to tweak. So good extension, all right, for Pierce, make sure he's extending. You're extending through your backhand, right? Not too big of a backswing on the forehand. We'll keep working on this. The biggest thing is have them understand what they need to, how they need to read the ball with their eyes. So I use hand-fed, racket. They're looking for the impact of the ball on the racket to time their split step. So this really helps the anticipation with the eyes, when to time the split step, and how to keep their balance once they hit the return to serve. So that was a return to serve.